Welcome, Smokey approved. I don't. Again, this is just I'm running through them. This is 65 right now. This is going to be another copyright joint. I don't know how long this one's going to be. I'm really taking a chance with this one because this is that new Jack Harlow and Drake joint. But I thought it was apt to do this because the beat that I kind of did a song to tonight was supposed to be like a inspired off of this, and then the homie sent me this is like, yo, check this song out. He thought it was nice, so I was like, all right, I'm gonna check it out. So it's kind of, we'll say, apt that we are here to check this out. But the hype I've heard around this is Jack is on here talking some cash shit. Supposed to be making a Drizzy seem scared. Is some of the things I've read today. But I do like to point out that the song I did review earlier, "Have a Turn," from Jack Harlow, that song I feel like got scrapped off the album because it got leaked early and it had the diss on it. And then Drake is doing a deal with Universal for like 400 M's. So they're like, well, we scrapped that song, my nigga. We need you to do another one with this nigga so we can replace it on this boy album. I think this is why we have this song so quickly, because I'm like, I don't know a lot of niggas that could get two songs from Drake in a calendar year and they just like kind of established their friendship. Like, I don't know a lot of those niggas. So that's why I'm like, hey, Universal and him being friends, I think that should really help. But let's get into this one. It's Churchill Downs. Let's see if it's any good. Yeah.
Sometimes when I sit back and really let it register, I did everything I said I would and said it first. I mean, the world.
I think that's the best part, even though like it's a simple bar, but those are the bars that like to me, especially like doing this craft, that when like the prophetic nature of what, like if you really like to rhyme at a high level and like you want to use your rhyming to get to somewhere else, like most of the things that we say are pre-prophesized. Like they're just affirmational things that we just fucking put in a record that either have happened or we want to have happen. And it's crazy to see, like, you go back, you play a record, you be like me, like I used to say all the time, I want to fucking be able to use this to get to there, to get to go to the UK. I fucking shot a fucking music video in London. I shot a fucking music video in Edinburgh. Like, I've done things that I said first that I said first, and they fucking came true. And that's one of my favorite things about fucking doing this. It's fucking crazy.
World's in denial, but they all know what I'm headed for. We about to feed these youngins to the metaverse. Meanwhile, I'm over here just trying to pen a verse. Cause I'm done being extra with the extroverts. The label used to wonder how I'm supposed to stand next to Vert. Probably never thought that I would get these legs to work. I work hard, but hard shit don't need no extra work. That's why I show up in a sweatshirt and let it burn. The world's mine, I just say fuck it, let it turn. The girl.
I feel like this is the record I did before. They just changed the name and released it proper. And this is the same record. So all that shit I was talking earlier about he got two songs is not even fucking true.
Girl's mine, I just say fuck it, have a turn. The goats call me to the side like, can we have a word? I could've fronted, but I did this shit how I preferred. I know I should be humble, but it's something I just haven't learned. Soon enough, I had to make these bad habits burn. Soon enough, we about to come and get the shit we earn. You're not a fan now, but I remember when you used to be fanned out. I guess when the whole world loves you, people only got one way to stand out. All that time in the kitchen finally panned out. I put some flavor in the pot and took the blend out. I know my grandpa would have a heart attack if I pulled a...
Even though I'm not gonna say the self-aware nature, but it seems like it's a self-aware statement when he's making bars about, he's white and he's rapping and he's talking about cooking. So he's like, white people are known to make bland things. So I put some seasoning in that bitch. Like I like the note of it. Like, if you're gonna do this and like you're gonna play that line, like fuck it, all right. Like, make them do a couple lines like that. Make some good shit I can enjoy. So I like that. I like that.
100 grand out. So I'm not gonna pull 100 grand out. I'm hip hop.
Yeah, this is the joint we did before. But fucking, I don't know. We're in now, so let's see if I like it better on the second run. I do like some of the bars, I guess, better on the second run, but I don't know.
Do you fully understand? Fully automatic with the jams and it don't jam. At the shows I'm about to start handing out programs, cause y'all need to get with the program. I'm a grown ass man, call me pops, fuck around and take your phone ass man. Everybody know Jack, but they don't know Jack, man. They just know I got the flows and the hoes and the packed out shows. Ain't too many cons when you playing with the pros, except for how your life get exposed. But I make that sacrifice for the life that I chose. I know in Toronto they got salt for the roads, but school's closed in Kentucky, so I liked when it snowed. The kids carry chopsticks, not for rice in a bowl.
I feel I'm gonna have to go back to listen to that other one because this section right here sound new. Like we started getting a little bit spicy. This shit I really like. Once you started shotgun on the Toronto shit, yeah, that Jackman line too. Like yo, it's so simple, but like there's a lot of people can't even do those type of bars. That's to me, I'm just like that's what makes it like fun and interesting, and like somebody being really talented to me at least. That's just like you could do shit like that.
Fuck around and take your phone ass man. Everybody know Jack, but they don't know Jack, man. They just know I got the flows and the hoes and the packed out shows. Ain't too many cons when you playing with the pros, except for how your life get exposed. But I make that sacrifice for the life that I chose. I know in Toronto they got.
I want that bar to age well. I don't want this nigga to be like, oh man, I'm still a person. Like, motherfucker, you just clearly made a bar referencing you understand that you were trading X thing for X thing. So, like, don't start bitching later, my nigga, because that's the shit I be talking about, folks. Like, I be, like, upset. Like, my nigga, like, did nobody come knock on your door to make you fucking famous? You put yourself on the stage, and people like that shit, and then they amped it up. But you asked for all of that shit. Well, not the bad parts, but you know the bad parts come with it because you asked for all the good shit and tried to fucking say that shit was worth it. So fucking take the ride, goddammit.
Got salt for the roads, but school's closed in Kentucky, so I liked when it snowed. The kids carry chopsticks, not for rice in a bowl. School counselors all know how they life is at home. Cold like the Minnesota Vikings at home. Before I met Drizzy, I knew he and I would get along. But it's hard to crack jokes when you really want advice. I mean, what's it like to touch gold every time you touch a mic, touching heights, knowing you're touching life? Fucking right, young bachelor, what's a wife? Once in a lifetime, till I say I want it twice. One of a kind, know your everything is one of mine. Wanted posters with my face, they know who I'm wanted by.
Yo, I don't know if I felt like this the first time I heard it, but just to like really hone in on the way he ends the verse, like with just like being honest and like just keeping it 100. Like, yo, if you're really somebody who like, yo, I like to rhyme, but like, of course, like if you want to participate in the commercial music industry and you are now at a level where you get to be next to Drake and rub shoulders and shit, and he's gonna do songs with you, you're lying if you're sitting there trying to be like, oh, well, I wouldn't want fucking advice from a nigga that, like he said, minimum when he touches a mic, it's going gold. Minimum. That's a different type of fucking feeling. That's a different type of fucking power. Like, you gotta fucking respect it. And for a motherfucker to be able to acknowledge that, like, this is where, like, when I've listened to Jack Harlow, or, like, where a lot of people, like, one of the homies called that nigga Culture Vulture this afternoon, I was just like, bro, like, he really loves the art of what it is to rhyme. Like, I've heard this nigga put out songs where he's getting washed by the feature, but I know that shit is out because it was with a legendary artist that the only reason you want to rhyme with this nigga is because he's a fucking top tier MC. You're not going to win this fucking fight, but you've decided to not only get the feature and pay for it most likely, but then you also motherfucking put the song out for the world to fucking hear. So it's like, yo, like I see a lot of things that just even like that I've dealt with, like, yo, that's in a feature and like you smoke a nigga, like them niggas be like, oh nah, song don't ever come out, but it was a hot ass song for that nigga, but he don't even want to put it out now. It's like, I hate that shit. So no, I respect it. I like the shit he's doing in this verse. I fuck with this so far.
Yeah. Yeah. Cold hearts and heated floors, no parental guidance, I just see divorce. Therapy sessions, I'm in the waiting room reading Forbes. Abandonment issues, I'm getting treated for. How much water can I fit under the bridge before it overflows? My son's gotta learn that forgiveness is a lonely road. The crib's on his wheel like motorhomes. Niggas love to try and test us like they know what we own. Chubbs got the magazine cover like Rolling Stone, cause we already know how they rock, they throwing stones. Whenever you getting bigger, there's growing pains. I got enough pull to make the city start throwing games. I'm out here making a mockery. I got my realtor out here playing.
If a motherfucker from Canada watches this, because I don't know, like I got some people that watch from Canada. So if you're in Toronto, does he really have that much pull in the city that they would make a bid for the fucking Olympic Games on this nigga's behalf. Like, yo, hey, I think it'd be a good idea to get the Olympics to come. Like, do you think they would do that shit? Maybe he's really swinging it like that out there.
Playing Monopoly. How can I address you when you don't own property? They only finesse you when you don't move properly. Destined for the win, but you don't get a prize out of me. I'm destined for the top, but you can't get a rise out of me. 750 for the round canaries and they glittering. Man, you niggas drop trash, you littering. I'm over delivering to the point it's belittling. I mean, the PTSD is triggering, the profit is sickening, the stones are shimmering. Came from the north, but I got hot as fuck, so ain't no shivering. Yeah. Lucky me, people that don't fuck with me are linking up with people that don't fuck with me to fuck with me. This shit is getting ugly. And every situation is transactional, and everything they saying is irrational, and every way they moving is promotional. Everybody's acting irreplaceable, it's like they ain't disposable. My urges for revenge are uncontrollable. I know we're getting older though. Yeah. But I gotta get a nigga back for that. It's non-negotiable, it's not even debatable.
So this is the part from the fucking shit where I think it starts off where, like, he's addressing the Pusha T shit. Like, what nigga do you need to get back? And you fucking KMT too? Like, that's a very particular expression, at least to my understanding. So I'm like, hey, who we need to get back? Who we upset with?
Yeah. But I gotta get a nigga back for that. It's non-negotiable, it's not even debatable. I'm getting so rich, my music's not even relatable. I blow a head up, it's an inflatable. Baby blue G-class, I feel like a kid again. Praying on my downfall, don't make you religious, man. All I hear is plug talk coming
So now we back on the Pusha T shit. Now we back on the Pusha T shit right here.
from middle again. Praying on my downfall, don't make you religious, man. All I hear is plug talk coming from middleman. All I hear is tall tales coming from little man. When I say bitch, I'm very rarely referring to women.
So the nice lines, the cool, but like at least how I view a rap beef, especially just the way that, again, I guess, yeah, like how I view it. Like, nothing is safe and nothing is sacred. When you decide to try and use words at a high level with another motherfucker that knows how to use them at a high level, don't be upset if that motherfucker does some shit that you just can't respond to, or you just feel like it's just too far. Motherfucker, you shouldn't have come here. That's the exact reason why I decided to start making music and not fuck with battle rap and only watch that shit as a fan. You're not going to just talk to me any kind of goddamn way. I'm not okay with that. So I'm not going to get into an arena that is built on that exact premise and then be like, oh, well, I don't like this. Like, I think that's some sucker shit. So when you want to run around and, I don't think you start beefs, but like, you're in a beef now with a nigga that, shit, you probably shouldn't have started a beef with. Now you got to deal with that shit. Either make the record or take the loss. Like, don't be over here still throwing subs. That shit not cool. Cause shit, it's not even good enough to get a nigga to come back outside after what I did, nigga. Like, listen, you talking crazy with a bloody mouth. Like, that shit just don't make sense to me. But that's it. It still sound good though. But that's just how I view it, though.
And most of the bitches I know are niggas, they not even women. I know that sounds like I'm being funny, I'm not even kidding. Same ones that say they run a game when they not even in it. To be honest, y'all financial situation is my biggest motivation. And how you should take that statement is based on what you're making. Whips and chains like a dominatrix.
Yo, this is the part, like, from the first one, this is the part of this verse, like, I thought was, like, the best. Like, just, because, hey, it's facts. Like, the motivation to never be back wherever the fuck you are because you're not at Drake's level, like, yo, that's an understanding of where he's at, that most people, that when they get there, they get lazy. This is why this motherfucker's still dangerous. And you hear verses like this because, yeah, like, I may be upset about the rap beef portion of this, but like, shit, that nigga's not a nigga to play with on the microphone. I don't give a fuck if you do work with ghostwriters or not. That nigga's still helping. Like, don't play with that nigga. Like, it's a dangerous motherfucker. And then the technicality of this last little section and the way he's talking shit. Oh, man. Hey, shout out to Missy Elliott again. I remember I said that shit in the other one, but I feel like it's some Missy Elliott shit about to come up.
And how you should take that statement is based on what you're making. Whips and chains like a dominatrix. If I see you, I spit in your faces. Daytonas with the green faces.
Yeah, back to
Kentucky
push.
Derby races. My presence in the spot is so abrasive. Box at the Churchill Downs, that's motivation. Yeah. And shorty like, you know that boy Jack is going places. I know. Yeah.
Yeah, I think, like, he flashed on the end of it real quick. because like Jack kind of did get off to like, yo, okay, like my verse is super spicy, bro. Like this is one of those times. Like I probably didn't say this in the first one. Like this is one of those times where there's talent on a record, and the record comes out to be some shit you can actually listen to. Because this is one of those. Each person did a good thing on the beat, and I can't be upset at it. I'm not mad at this shit at all, not one bit. I'm still probably like outside of fucking sitting to do this reaction. I'm not listening to it again. Other niggas are though. They probably going crazy for this shit. But I'm like, I got higher standards for both of these people. That this is just. I appreciate what Jack did in his verse, but this is not the song I want to hear from him. And then I got shit. I got better Drake songs to listen to. I'd rather listen to that nigga say it's shut down on fucking Skepta before I fucking listen to this shit again. And it's not even a bad song. There's other shit I'd prefer to listen to. But yeah, I guess it's called Churchill Downs now instead of called Have a Turn. But yeah, I've already heard this shit. It was cool. All right, yeah, that's it for me. Thank you for stopping by. I'll see you on the next one.